What's up, everybody? Ty Bartel and Anthony Hartwig with another edition of Coach's Corner. This time we head over to our friends at Berlin Center, the Western Reserve Blue Devils, and their girls basketball head coach, Steve Miller. Coach, how we doing today?
Doing good, Ty.
Coach, I mean, you talk about practices. This is what we're going in right now. We're in the thick of practices right now. How are they looking for you and your girls?
Been very happy. We actually yesterday was our fifth practice as a group, and happy kind of the progress that ones that I have back that seem to be remembering a lot of things. So defensively, things have been a little, progressing a little bit easier, a little bit quicker this year, and then just trying to replace some of them seniors with a couple of new faces is the only difference and changes so far.
You had a big senior class, and that means there are obviously going to be some new faces. So, next thing I want you to do is kind of give us a breakdown of your roster, the names that are returning, the names that are new, and let us know who to look out for when we come down to Western Reserve.
Well, we have 17 girls out this year. That starts with four seniors. So we got Olivia Hughes, Angelina Capabianca, Lisa Eichert. They all returned from last year, those three seniors. And then another senior this year, Kaylee Williams. She played in our program all the way through and, didn't play last year, but we're happy to have her back this year. It's definitely going to help with some senior leadership and adding some, older veteran players to our roster. We have two juniors, Izzy Morrow and Amanda Hamilton, and they're both helping too. They're both going to be in our varsity rotation as well. Trying to get them acclimated, so they're both kind of new to the varsity roster this year. And then returning sophomores that played varsity last year during that district run. Quincy Miller is a sophomore, and Kylie Ramsey, another sophomore. But 21 girls. I think I got 8 or 9 competing daily with varsity. We got an incoming freshman, Gianna Leone, that's been working in with the varsity as well. So happy thus far with those 9 that have been kind of at the varsity, but we're going to continue to get people's feet wet as the year goes because, just like last year, we had them unfortunate injuries, and you got to have people ready to step up at any time. Fortunately, last year we did, and those girls were ready to step up when we lost Lenny Jones and Madison Leon late in the season.
You talk about how many girls you had come out. I mean, it's always great to see that much participation too for anything. It's a good problem to have. That's no doubt. You talk about this team this year and just the senior leadership that you have. What are the strengths you expect this team to play to for you guys to win some ball games?
Well, Ty, you covered us a lot last year, and it starts with our defense. So, we kind of told the girls last year. If you hold teams under 40, and we did that a lot, we only gave up 34 points a game. You hold teams under 40, you're going to be a tough team to beat. And, we had a great season. This year, kind of the way we've been shooting, we're only 5 games in, but I said, boy, I think we're going to have to hold teams to under 30. So it starts with defense. And our defense, I think this is going to be a huge, feat, but I think our defense is going to be better than it was last year. So we're definitely start with defense, but I also think adding Gianna and Kaylee to our roster, we got some legs that can move around and be aggressive and quick, and at times kind of press if we have to and push the ball.
One of the things I loved watching, especially from your young girls, when I'd show up for the JV games last year, just the unbelievable tenacity to go for every loose ball, every opportunity they had. It was really fun to watch. Now that they're getting in bigger roles this year, do you see that kind of mentality heading into your team where they're just giving you 100% effort all the time?
Well, I mean, I appreciate that compliment. I definitely think that, your team should be somewhat of a reflection of you as a coach and what your program's about. And we definitely know that, girls basketball is a physical sport and there's no way around it. You look throughout the state and throughout our league and numbers are down. So I don't lie to the girls. I'd be up front and I say, but if you're going to do this, you have to be all in. You have to be committed. It hurts. It's physical. It's tough. It's demanding, but there's a certain way to play. When you put that jersey on and you're a Lady Blue Devil, this is the expectations. And I think girls are proud to do that. It starts all the way down in our youth program. Right now, if you went in our hallways, there's over 100 girls right now that call themselves a Lady Blue Devil playing basketball. And that's awesome. I mean, we got 17 in high school, we got 21 in junior high, and then I got 65 down in the youth. So yeah, when they step out there, that ball's on the floor. That's your ball. You don't wait for someone else to get it.
So many coaches can attest to it starts with that youth too, to build great programs, no doubt. You talk about this league that you're going to be playing, and it's a tough one. The team that won the league last year went all the way to the state championship. So it just shows the gauges how tough this conference is on the MVAC Scarlet side.
How do you just 2 years before that, another team, McDonald, was right there. So year in and year out, our league and the girls have been knocking on the door. And, we like to be in the regionals all the time. Springfield's been there. McDonald's been there. So, yeah, we got a great conference.
Talk about the competition that this conference is going to have for you guys this year and where you feel the girls are going to fit into this conference this season.
Well, every year we want to be competing for a league championship, but that's never our goal. When I started the program, this is my 11th season now. We wanted to be in district championships and have a chance to get to the regional. And we figured if you did that, you're going to be in the league race. So I think year in and year out, we're always right there competing for the league championship. And our entire team, our entire coaching staff, and led by the seniors, we all expect to be competing for the league title again. Certainly, like you said, Springfield's returning 3 starters. They bring a lot of other girls in from their JV team. They were a fast type of team maybe this year is what I'd be thinking of, because they had so many girls coming from track. So they'll be a little bit different, but they're certainly, hey, they got to have a bullseye on their back. Like you said, they were in the state finals last year. Mineral Ridge got us one time last year, and they had a great volleyball team. So they're very athletic. They're going to come in, and I think they're going to be a team that's going to contend for the league title. And McDonald, we were just made aware that they're not even going to have a JV team this year. But it doesn't matter. Look at Jackson a few years ago. They didn't have a JV team. They had 8-9 girls, and they got to the regionals back to back. So McDonald's a program that's going to come in, play hard. They took us last year down to the last minute or two, and we only beat them by 6. So I think those are your top teams in the conference this year.
Coach, when you talk about non-conference and testing yourselves and getting your guys ready for that tournament that you want to win so badly, what teams pop up that you're really excited for non-conference wise?
Non-league games we had to add to start with because we lose Waterloo. And that was unfortunate because, they've been tough the past few years. So we added Mogadore and Crestwood to those. And it's kind of nice being able to take the girls to go somewhere different. That's what I like to do. And we're going to play Crestwood at Hiram College. So that's will be a nice experience for us. Non-league, we're playing Struthers, we're playing Hubbard, we're playing South Range, we're playing Cheney and Southeast. And then we needed 2 more, and we were invited to go down to Columbus and play in a Thanksgiving tournament. So, hey, we're going to try to knock the turkey and gravy and mashed potatoes off. And that Friday, we're going to travel to Columbus, and we're going to play Newark High School, obviously a Division I school. Storied program. If you go back 4 years, they were in the state finals back-to-back. So Newark has 712 girls in their enrollment. Western Reserve has 71. And we're also the next day going to play Lancaster High School, another Division I school, and they have 684 girls in their enrollment. We like to challenge ourselves, get battle tested for tournament, and we're going to find out a lot about ourselves heading into December.
We talk about, being thankful for certain things. I'm sure you got to be thankful for the staff and the crew you surround yourself with this program, because you talk about 65 girls in the youth, big numbers junior high, big numbers high school. You can't do it all your own. Shout out some of the staff that you have around you that help you out with all this.
Definitely at the high school. I mean, my junior varsity coach, my assistant is Joy Eichert, Lisa's mom, and she's been with me now for a couple years. I have Tim King, that was obviously my coach when I played here. So, he's forgotten more stuff than I'll ever know. Great having his advice, his mentorship. He does a lot for breaking down film with me, and obviously helps me with defense. So think about the way our defense is, and the girls know, and I know it starts with him and his principles and the foundation that he laid with me. And then another assistant I have on my varsity staff is, Bill Capabianca. He's back the past couple years, and he'll be back with me as well. At the junior high, I'm very fortunate to have two girls that played for me. They know definitely my expectations. They know the way that I practiced. So their practice schedules and their practice plans are very similar to what I'm going to do. They're running a lot of the same system, obviously, that's preparing the girls for high school. So having that is extremely valuable. So I got Alexis Hughes and Kennedy Miller doing the junior high. And then, yeah, like you say, down in the elementary, down in the youth. I mean, I got 2 or 3 people at a couple different age groups helping, and yeah, we talk all the time. You know, whether it's from my parents helping down in 2nd grade all the way through 6th. I talk to them on a weekly basis, some on a daily basis. Get down there to see that because, like you said, it's important for the future.
You get Kennedy to come back and coach in junior high, and I remember our last player profile we did with her senior season. Yeah, we had to ask her what coaching was going to be like, if coaching was in her future, and she said yes. And I always thought that she'd make a good coach. What's it mean to you to continue that coaching tradition and have her interested in kind of following in your footsteps and being a coach?
Well, it's starting something new. I think was slightly apprehensive, but she's a couple of days in now. I think her natural leadership and ability is going to take over at some point. I mean, I could already think back to when I first started, and certainly every year you get better as a coach, but you get better daily, and you got to evaluate yourself and your team when you're coaching, but you got to evaluate yourself too, and you got to say, what did I do right today? What did I do wrong today? What am I going to do better in the future? And she talks with me constantly on that, just like she did as a player. So if she wants to stay in this, yeah, she's going to be a great one. In all the years coaching girls and boys and doing this for over 20 years, she's definitely, without question, in my top 5, probably top 3 as far as knowledge of the game, knowing what to do. So having her on staff, getting her going, I'm excited for her to see what she can do.
Coach, my final question for you, and it goes with the theme I'm asking all coaches this season, and it goes back to the love of the game of basketball. It's that love of the game that got us our start, and it's the love of the game that keeps us all coming back no matter our role. Do you know, earliest memory, pinpoint, when did the love of basketball first start for you?
Well, a couple things. I think first off, I remember watching Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics. My older brother kind of liked the Celtics, and he kind of liked Bird, and I remember watching them in the conference finals, in the 80s. I remember going to Western Reserve High School games when I was in the 4th or 5th grade. I can't remember if we won, can't remember if we lost, but I remember being in the bleachers, watching the players down there, watching the band play, watching Coach King, who's now on my staff, leading the team, and thinking, I want to be one of those players one day. And it wouldn't be too bad to also be a coach someday. So, here I am. I'm proud to still be a Blue Devil. So those are my memories, and that's why I know it's important with these youth and to get them playing, because when they see these high school girls, that's who they're looking up to. That's the vision that they have. They want to be playing in these big games, these game of the week, these district finals, and I think that's why our program right now is doing so well.
Coach, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it. We love the preview of Western Reserve. We love to get down there and support you guys, and we can't wait to see you again real soon.
All right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.